Hey guys, so I just watched the new trailer for Batman v Superman, and just like most people out there, I was disappointed. But am I just gonna sit here and nitpick everything? Well, yes. So, first, what didn't I like? Batman's voice bugs the shit out of me. Did this guy, naturally evolve autotune? In the first trailer, yes, he's talking and it's a voiceover and it's kind of autotune. But I'm like, okay, well, maybe that makes sense because when he's fighting Superman, he'll have something come down over his mouth. And that would make sense. You don't want your chin sticking out when you're fighting the Man of Steel. But they didn't fix that. It's still, that's his natural voice is auto-tuned. I know he's Batman, but still, that just bugs me. Little thing, I know, but that's where I'm starting, with the little stuff. I'll get to the big stuff. Wonder Woman doesn't have any lines. Half this trailer is people talking. Bruce and Clark are talking. Lex Luthor is talking. Why can't we get some lines for Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman? Is it because she's not doing a good job? Maybe the producers don't believe in her. Or maybe it's something else. I don't know, but it makes me kind of suspicious. Oh, and there's this scene where, okay, Clark Kent is like, oh, it opens up and Clark Kent's like, who's that? Who's that in that car over there pulling up? And it's Bruce Wayne. And then they're at this party together and they're having this dialogue like they know each other's alter egos, but it's like, well, you didn't know that guy 5 minutes ago. You couldn't have Googled if he was Batman. So that, once again, small. I'm still at small. But that was weird, and I didn't like it at all. Doomsday's in this for, one money shot that looked like crap anyway. And I'm just kind of sitting here like, okay, he comes in at the very end for 5 seconds. Is that what's going to happen in the movie? Is he going to be there like the last 15 minutes of the movie is just them fighting Doomsday? Doomsday's one of the most badass beings in the DC comics. So, what the hell? Why would you put that shot in since no one knew if he was going to be in there? And second of all, why is he apparently going to be only at the end? That's a waste of a good character. And also a huge spoiler. Oh, and in case, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Lex Luthor Jr., I'll get to that in a second, and all the others, if those aren't enough for you, don't forget, somewhere in this movie, Aquaman and Flash are going to be in it. I have no idea where. I'd say I'm going to be excited. I want to say that I'm excited, but no, I'm So, and I want to keep going with the negative. Oh, this movie gave me such a negative vibe. I want to hate on it. I'll stop hating on it here in a second, but this movie, it's a movie. It's a 3-minute movie. It has a first act, a second act, and a third act. It tells you everything you need to know. Spoilers aplenty. And for me, that's not that bad. I go into a lot of movies already knowing what's going to happen. I get excited and I gotta know before I watch the movie. But I think most people, that's not true. They don't like spoilers. That's one reason there's so much excitement for The Force Awakens, because nothing's been given away in the trailers. But I digress. So, yes, that is all the bad stuff. Now to the good stuff. Well, first off, the cast. Ben Affleck, yes, I know he's had kind of a checkered past when it came to acting, but I think that in recent years he's done a good job in every movie he's been in. He's also a very good director. He's directed 3 films. All of them were wonderful. Spectacular, even. So, I'm really excited for him to be in this movie. Henry Cavill playing Superman. He looks exactly like what I thought Superman should like. He's got a very good deal of charisma. I mean, he doesn't have to act it out of the park here. Superman's not the most interesting character in the world. He never was. But I think Henry Cavill does a good job as him. I thought that was one of the best parts of Man of Steel, which, by the way, I did not like. So, the cast is amazing. Gal Gadot, well, we'll see. I can't get a read on her whatsoever, honestly. I'm excited for Jesse Eisenberg. One thing I gotta get out of the way is he's not playing Lex Luthor. He's playing Lex Luthor's son, Lex Luthor Jr. So, it makes sense for him to not, be acting like Lex Luthor. He's a different character. And we've seen good Lex Luthor. We've seen bad Lex Luthor. I'm interested to see this new character who's like Lex Luthor, but just a little bit different, and how that interaction is going to play out, and what that means to the world that this isn't the same guy. That excites me, honestly. Everything looks amazing. The costumes still look great. Everything looks great. The designs, the set pieces, Everything looks fantastic. Zack Snyder's directing this. He makes some of the best looking movies out there. I think the only director that pops up to the top of my head for making better looking films may be Christopher Nolan, who's still the executive producer of this movie. So you know it's gonna look pretty good. But looks aren't everything, so I don't know. I'm nervous for that. They're trying for funny. There's a couple moments where they say a couple jokes in the trailer, and yeah, it didn't really work for me, but I'm excited because they're trying something new. You know, comic books aren't all dark and sad and gritty. Like, there's a lot of humor in a lot of comic books, including DC comic books. Hal Jordan of the Green Lanterns is funny. Flash is funny. There's funny, happy people in these comic books. But it feels like with the way it was set up in Man of Steel, telling a joke is going to break the movie. So I'm happy that they're at least trying to have a couple of lighthearted moments. Oh, and the dialogue was good too. Between Clark and Bruce, I thought the dialogue was very good. Lex Luthor's lines, Jesse Eisenberg, whether you like his delivery or not, I thought all his lines were very well written. So, what do I think this film is going to be? Well, for me, I think it's probably going to be 6 out of 10. The main reason is Zack Snyder. I mean, I've watched every Zack Snyder film, and there is a huge problem with style over substance. And yet, I still think he could be a very good director if he could just tone the stylization down a little bit and instead crank up that substance. I think he could be one of the better directors out there. The other problem is Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. They wouldn't let her talk in the trailer. Maybe the producers don't have faith in her? I don't know. I mean, she looks nice. Of course, she always looked nice. Very nice. But that's still all she's doing in this trailer, is looking very nice. So, I don't know. I'm still excited for this. Definitely gonna go see it. The spoilers don't bother me as much as they probably bother other people. But, personally, I'm more excited for Suicide Squad. Comment below, let me know if you think I'm right, or if Suicide Squad's gonna be the best thing ever. Did you read about what Jared Leto sent his co-stars? That is fucking amazing. Alright guys, bye-bye.